And I'm trying to get back to that because I realized that, especially around TikTok, people need that. So it is something I know how to do. I lost my way for a minute. I'm from Pennsylvania, actually, originally from Pennsylvania. We're in Georgia right now. This is like, I'm actually a little bit clairvoyant. I have some future. I have the ability to tell the future, and also kind of just read things about people. So, NYC Cat, I'm gonna take a prediction here. You're from New York. I'm feeling the energy. I read your palm. Just let me know. I have a feeling you're from New York. I also have a girlfriend who's willing to laugh at my terrible jokes, but she does so much so that then I try to make those jokes on live stream, and I make full of myself. I think she's asleep. She's falling asleep. Don't fall asleep without me. I love you. I know you're tired. But don't make me be alone again. I was alone last trip. I love you very much. Did you swallow Elmo?
What?
Like your voice. Why are you You have to apologize, but you sound like Elmo. Where are you? Where's Kate?
Kate's right here. She's happy.
Well, I'm glad you're happy. I've never heard you talk like a 2-year-old, though. That's new for me. Looney Tunes, welcome on. How are you? Beeswax, welcome on. Hey, I'm on board with you. I'm just making sure you're okay. Oh, thank you. Brazil for Life says, "Is this the United States?" This is the United States. This is. Kristen Dury, welcome on. Seth and Corona, welcome on. TB, welcome on. Tabor, welcome on. New York City Cat says yes. Perception management, welcome on. What made you go to Georgia? We had someone down here that I had to make sure. I wanted to come see if I still had a friend or not, and found I never really did. But that's life. Holly, welcome on. Listing, welcome on. Kristen, welcome back. Sarah Lewis, welcome on. Lynn, welcome on. Amish Fonzie, welcome on. Love it. Love it when there's a good username on the stream. JM11329. Okay, so if you're new to the broadcast, and new to me personally, new to me and Kate, my name is James Soroka, and I've done social media for almost 6 years now. I have done everything from travel across America to volunteering as content, all the way to travel. I've done travel. I've also made a lot of friends on the internet and also made a lot of enemies. And my girlfriend Kate, we met while I was on a hiatus from social media, and she essentially found her way into my world. And we've been in love ever since, and we've really been finding it together, which has been great. And then we had one last choice up north in Pennsylvania and decided whether or not to stick together, and we decided to do so. And as you can imagine, there's a whole lot more to that story, but if you want the truth to that story and the continuation of it, this is the only place you're going to find it. So we're glad for when you come on in and be a part of our life. That's what we invite you to be. So, New York City Cat says, "Cool journey, very sweet story." Thank you. I'm normally not so nervous on social media, especially on live stream, but being on TikTok is the very first time live on TikTok, so I'm I'm pretty nervous. So, I'm not naturally an extrovert. I don't want to say born an introvert, but I'm definitely an introverted person, and so extroversion is something I've become very good at and skilled at, but it is definitely not my nature. So, living outside my comfort zone is something that I'm very familiar with, and I enjoy that. But what Kate has brought me to enjoy and appreciate is living inside the comfort zone. Is that just because we can be uncomfortable doesn't mean that there's always growth in discomfort. Sometimes being uncomfortable is a bad thing, which I know is obvious to most people, but I lived uncomfortable for so long that it had become what I thought was a comfort zone, and it wasn't healthy. So, now, I mean, now we're living this way and traveling and living out in the wilderness, but neither one of us want to anymore. I mean, by all technicalities, you would call that homelessness. But, Caitlin and I are happy, and we are maintaining and making sure that we eat and whatnot. So we don't necessarily call it homelessness because we're taking care of our bodies. Essentially, we're living the way that people in their homes live, just outside, right? Um, we're doing our best, and we appreciate your support. And that's where I'm going to have to leave it, because I'm getting some booby squeezes from Kate.
Hmm?
I love you.
But
You're good. Hey, you didn't do anything wrong.
Oh,
You didn't do anything wrong. And even if you did, you don't owe me nothing. You're good. My feelings are all good, baby.
okay.
I'm in a really good place. I'm just nervous.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm just nervous. JM says, "Are you somewhere you need to be quiet?" I don't need to be, but there's people that live around here, so I don't want to be like waking this person's neighbors. TV, welcome on. Holly says, "How were you living so uncomfortable for so long?" It becomes, like I said, it becomes a comfort zone. It's like I did things in my life that were uncomfortable and difficult, and I grew from them, and I learned a lot. And so then I did more and more things that were difficult and uncomfortable, and then I was expecting that to just become something that was okay. Um, but in life, when we're not comfortable, at least to some degree, it's not good. I also found out there's a lot of things that I learned in a place of discomfort that I didn't have to learn that way. I could have just chilled out and life would have been fine. I didn't have to make things harder for myself. I think a lot of us do that sometimes. We take things out on ourselves or on others and make things harder. Brazil says, "You're doing great. Don't be nervous." Thank you. It's funny because I haven't heard that in years. That hit home, like in the center of my heart. That was huge. Thank you for saying that. Haley Simcox, welcome on. Serendipity, welcome on. Alyssa Williams, welcome on. So, things are good. But, TV, welcome on. But I am at 55% for my battery, so, and I know Caitlin's very tired, and I'm tired, so we're gonna sorry, Serendipity, hi. We're gonna head to bed, but I promise you, Travel Buggin' Girl, welcome on. Travel Bug Girl. Excuse me. We will be live. I will be live on TikTok at least, I think it's 4 or 5 days a week, so I already have my schedule planned out for it, so I should see you guys pretty soon. I will say this not in desperation, but rather in support. If you do like our content, Caitlin and I are officially, living out and about. And because we were receiving help from someone we thought was a friend, but there's just people don't always tell you the truth. So like I said, we're just making a healthy choice to move on with our life, and we could really use your help. The only help we need is you letting one friend know that we exist. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for being here, and I hope to continue to see you in the streams and hear from you.